Today, I'm going to recap a 2013 movie titled Man of Tai Chi. There will be spoilers ahead. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy. The movie begins with two men fighting in an arena. They viciously wail on each other until one of the fighters wins the match. A voice then tells the fighter to kill the defeated opponent, but he refuses to comply. Eventually, a man in a black mask enters the arena and snaps the neck of the defeated fighter. Later, the masked man named Donica Mark removes his mask and goes straight to the fighter who won the match. He then kills him immediately while saying that he isn't a warrior, but a rat. Mark then tells his men to find him another fighter. Elsewhere, the main character of the movie named Chen rushes to a derelict temple. He is the last student of an old Tai Chi school. His teacher named Master Yang dutifully teaches him Tai Chi and has turned Chen into an incredible martial artist. Chen also participates in a national martial arts competition with the aim of popularizing Tai Chi and boosting the reputation of his master's school. Chen was able to win his fight and was interviewed by a news station. He talks about dispelling the myth that Tai Chi is not usually used for fighting. While this is going on, Mark, who had watched the fight and interview, is highly intrigued by Chen's ability and innocence and chooses him to be his next fighter. Chen works as a courier, responsible for delivering packages for a large company in China. He meets his friend Mei, who also works for the company, and they chat. The scene cuts to a detective named Sun. She is responsible for bringing Mark and his criminal enterprise to justice, but she hasn't been successful. It turns out that the fighter that Mark stabbed was an informant for the police, and Sun is worried because she hasn't heard from him in a while. When Chen gets home, he sees a letter from an unknown sender offering him a job. The next morning, a car is waiting for him outside to take him to the job interview. Even though Chen thinks it's just a job interview, he still finds it weird that they did not tell him where the interview would be held. Chen is flown to a secure location. He is asked to stand in front of a mirror and say his name. Suddenly, a man attacks him. He is a professional fighter who is tasked to test Chen's martial arts prowess. The fight is intense, but Chen gets the upper hand and wins. He is then taken to another room where he meets Mark. Mark offers him a job to take part in an underground fight club. He owns an illegal fight club that is streamed worldwide and wants Chen to fight as a participant and get paid. Chen is hesitant. He tells Mark that using Tai Chi to fight for money is dishonorable. He then requests for some time to think about it and is allowed to go home. The next day, Chen continues his job as a courier. After delivering a package, he gets a call from Master Yang and rushes over to the temple. Master Yang tells him that a city council official visited the temple, and they plan to demolish the temple because it is in a sorry state and isn't being maintained. Chen meets Mai and tells her about the situation. She suggests that he applies to have the temple protected under the Cultural Preservation Act. That way, the temple would not be confiscated if Chen is able to renovate it. Desperate for money, Chen contacts Mark and tells him that he is ready to participate in the fight club. Mark then gives him a rundown of how the club operates. During his first fight, Chen goes up against a judo expert. They exchange blows and Chen seems to struggle but executes a well-timed kick and wins the match. Chen is paid handsomely and he uses the money to begin the renovation of the temple. Chen fights various martial arts experts and he manages to defeat them all. Because of the experience from those illegal fights, he becomes more brutal when he takes part in the normal national championship. The more fights he participates in, the more money he gets, and he speeds up the renovation of the temple. He is also able to buy himself a car and buys his mother a washing machine. Eventually, Chen gets a former Shaolin monk as an opponent. The monk had a unique technique that allows him to absorb the force of his opponent's blows. This is evident when he easily tanks a kick to his groin without flinching. He is able to overpower Chen and dislocate his shoulder. Chen slams his opponent on the floor and resets his arm. With renewed vigor, he hits his opponent with a barrage of kicks and punches before launching him into the glass window, shattering it. Chen is surprised to see that all his fights have been broadcast live around the world. He is concerned about people watching his fights, especially children. He thinks it would damage the reputation of his master's school. They tell him that only a select group of influential people watch his fights and that he has nothing to worry about. Left with no other choice, he takes his money and leaves. As time passes, Chen's fighting style becomes increasingly brutal and deadly, and he knocks out his opponent during the national championship. When the renovation is completed, the city council is invited for a visit. Chen is relieved because the council won't bother them for a while. When Chen is having dinner with his family, he gets a call from Mark, who invites him for a fight the following day. Chen wholeheartedly agrees. The fight was to take place on a cargo ship, and Chen is given clothes to wear. Chen is then given an unfair match and is pitted against two people. The two martial artists were able to overwhelm Chen and knock him out of the fighting area. Mark tells Chen to stop being scared of hurting the fighters and give them all he has. Chen gets back into the ring. He fights like a wild animal and decimates his opponents. After that fight, Chen participates in a national championship tournament where he brutalizes his opponent to the horror of the spectators. Chen is then disqualified from the championship. Master Yang, who was watching the fight, was speechless at what Chen had done. Later, Master Yang invites Chen to the temple. He wanted to prove to Chen that he has changed, and he now fights brutally. During the fight, Master Yang shows Chen the deadly side of Tai Chi. He displays a move that is able to knock Chen back without touching him. Master Yang tells Chen that it is up to him how he wants to use Tai Chi, but he warns him that without having a calm mind and fighting for the right reasons, his Tai Chi would only lead to destruction. As Chen is leaving the temple, he suddenly stumbles and spits out blood due to the previous mystical punch his master gave him. It is revealed that by using that special attack, you can cause your opponent internal injuries without even touching them. Chen continued his illegal fights. His opponent was a mercenary who was much bigger than him, but Chen was able to overpower him and beat him to the ground. Chen lost control and was about to kill his opponent, but stopped at the last second. Mark is displeased and orders Chen to kill his opponent, but he refuses. Mark then enters the room and breaks the mercenary's neck. Later, Chen tells Mark that he is not interested in killing and that he wants to quit. Mark laughs at him and tells him he would never allow him to quit. Feeling trapped, Chen goes to the authorities where he meets Sun. He tells her everything that had happened. She planned to tail Chen to the next fight so she can catch Mark and his cohorts in the act. 3 days later, Chen is scheduled to fight a formidable Indonesian professional fighter named Jilang. Chen is picked up by Mark's goon while Sun trails them and tracks Chen's phone. Unfortunately, Mark's phone is thrown out of the car and Sun gets into an accident. Mark sends an assassin to kill Sun, but she is able to fight him off and kill him. When Chen gets to the arena, he tells Mark that he will not fight. Chen is tased and Mark threatens him and his family. Left with no other choice, he goes to the stage to confront his opponent. Jilang attacks him repeatedly, but Chen just keeps avoiding him. Chen, still reluctant to fight, just keeps dodging Jilang's attacks. This infuriates Mark, and he gets up on the stage, intent on disciplining Chen. Chen tries to attack him, but Mark kicks him away, stunning him. Before they can continue fighting, the Hong Kong police show up, and Mark is forced to flee. Feeling safe, Chen decides to return to the temple and apologize to his master for bringing shame to his temple. But when Chen is about to leave, Mark shows up and the two get into a fight. They trade blows, and Mark is able to overpower Chen as he seems to be a better fighter. Mark picks Chen up and kicks him like a ball. As Mark was about to stab him, Chen performed the mystic palm technique on Mark. Mark bleeds internally and convulses in pain. He then dies shortly after. After everything is settled, Master Yang is able to live peacefully, while Chen and Mei begin their new lives together. Let me know what you think about this movie in the comments below, and if you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.